So I just got stopped out of this trade and I want to analyze what I did right and what I did wrong. First of all, what I did right is I had my analysis correct. But if I had looked at this trend, it is in an uptrend, right? So if it's in an uptrend, I should be buying low. I should be buying at a low point. The best place to do anything is to buy low until this market breaks this structure, this one here. We will buy. We will start selling. We'll start thinking of selling. So currently our bias is in a buy, right? So when the 4 hour opened, the new setup that opened was making correction to this other block here. I saw it, but I didn't really think of taking account to it. I don't know. I don't know why. There was this other block here. Why? Because this is a gap. This is a fair value gap, and this is a retest, a breakout here. So the market was coming, was doing all of this to make correction. So which is one of the reasons why on my 5 minutes, which is my higher time frame, I need to mark my high, my low, my highs, my high lows, liquidity. What am I saying? I need to mark my liquidity point, my imbalance, which is fair value gap, and other blocks, right? The gap after a a a high is what I should be marking. Some like same like this low now. The other block in this low is here. Is here, right? Around here. So this is my no break zone, and that is why this trend did not work. Okay. I was thinking it was still respected because of the 4 hour, but sometimes I forget that the 4 hour is also trying to create a structure to continue that trend. So it's where the main trend is going to that would tell the full story, not the this thing. So um I think after being stopped out, I know why that trade didn't go. So at the 30 second, I'm supposed to explain. Oh god, I'm supposed to explain. So, anyways, so I saw the trend creating higher high, lower higher, lower high. And what I should have taken account for is that the market, if I had marked out this other block, I would have been able to like get stopped instead of thinking it was going to liquidity because the market did actually is imbalances of liquidity. So this will have been a nice place to sell, and this will have been my confirmation for that sell. This is what I saw. This is the break, this is the retest. This is the break here, this is the retest. And what do we have? The market is going to this other block. But like I said, it is a buy market until it breaks this low. It's a buy market until it breaks this low. Once it touches this low, we're no longer buying. So now the good thing is we came a long way. The bad news is we went the wrong way. So how do we recover from this? First, we need to wait for the next 4 hour setup. Then we would now enter a continuation on wherever this market now decides on where it wants to go. So that's basically it. So after you mark out your zones, your POI or your higher time frame, you will now wait for them to get mitigated. Your POI gets hit. No enter off of the trend that is currently happening. I'm not doing that anymore, right? I'm going to be entering off of my POI. Once my POI gets hit, either a liquidity point or a other block, right? Then other block is also fair value gap too in one way or the other. So, but anyways, that's not the point. The point is once these zones now get hit, then you now wait for what the market will doesn't actually be watching the market and now end up of the trade. So I use my 4 hour open to analyze the setup so that I can know where the market is going. So that's it. Yeah. So this one has already gotten mitigated, it got respected. So let's still have that one there. Then after this one breaks, all of this shouldn't be my concern. This shouldn't be my concern. This should be my concern, and this should be my concern. As long as the market is inside these two range, those are my only concerns. After that, nothing else concerns me anymore. So let's see how it plays out in the next 4 hours. And yeah, that's my losing trade. But like I said, I'm gonna repost my wins because there's a psychology that comes with this. So I'm not going to record this, but this is going to be for me to journal and understand that okay, this is what I did wrong, right? Thank you.